On the table today at Squirrel Stampede, where is giant-sized Shimo? Oh, where? Where did she go? Where can I find one? I'm looking all over the place for Godzilla X Kong Shimo, giant-sized. Got to find one. Oh, there we go. On the table, we've got a giant-sized Shimo. Thank you, Playmates Toys, for helping us out, sending over a free Shimo for us to review and check out. I have been patiently waiting for like all year to see a larger scale Shimo to go against Kongzilla and Scar King. So on the table, plus some Battle Roar, a Battle Roar Shimo, look at there, and some more Battle Roar Godzilla X Kong. Fun to see these. Let's check them out. Let's explore them. Let's see how loud they get. Whoa! Oh, that's really loud.
And it's Squirrel Live.
So it's MonsterVerse Godzilla X Kong, the new Empire Giant Shimo, to go along with your giant evolved Godzilla and your Beast Glove Kong. Together, the three titans stand. The bright frosted ice of Shimo. My eyes, my eyes. And she's filling up this box. Every inch seems to be Shimo. All over the place, Shimo. And I believe if you move this arm, yes, it is an ice dispenser. So that's pretty neat if you need some ice during the summertime. So glad to finally see on the table, and maybe before we see the ultimate Titan size later on in the summer. What's that about? Giant Shimo, Playmates Toys on the table. Over on the back of the box, incredible image of Shimo with Shimo font in ice. And the usual blurb, Godzilla and Kong return in an all-new adventure pitting the almighty Kong and the fearsome Godzilla against a colossal undiscovered threat hidden within our world, challenging their very existence and our own. Shall we finally Shimo this one out of pack somehow? Oh, hang on. It was the joke about the ice cubes, wasn't it? Ah! And so Shimo out of pack, looking slightly smaller than what she appeared in box, maybe because she's on 4s, but still just as much plastic as, say, Beast Glove Kong and Evolved Godzilla. Just so bright, so very bright she is. Kind of very familiar on how Godzilla works, with a very solid frame structure and then a translucent spiny back spine going down her back, almost as if it would glow. I could almost see this glow. Articulation wise, head on a ball joint there at the neck so you can raise and lower, giving her some great looking camera shots, and opening and closing jaw. Shoulder joints that rotate and pivot out, and some awkward articulation in those heels, but enough to pose her about. And then on over to her hips. They don't seem to want to reach out, but they rotate about 180, and more heels down there by her feet. And a pretty menacing solid tail built on a ball joint there at the back, rotation and swivel. Spray frosted, painted to match her back spine. So we have a really good, impressive scaled sized giant Shimo here. Sliding in our basic release Shimo, you can see the scale difference now. About 2 to 3 scale sizes up there. Pretty similar though, they built these two almost identical in a way, just to scale up. At some points there's a little more finer detail in this smaller scale Shimo, but they both are looking so bright. A little closer up look at her head too. Probably at this scale could have added maybe a little more detail in there. She's kind of soft. Paint app is pretty simple, obviously, mostly just relying on the shiny white plastic. At times on that head I feel like I see like a different shimmer to it, but I guess you gotta just get it in different lights. Looking good, Shimo. And so finally for this trio, they can interact. Scar King is around here somewhere. I don't know where Scar King went, but these three are looking fantastic today. Oh no, there's Scar King. What? Where did you come from? Yeah, Scar King, you don't want to sit on her. So now finally the giant-sized Shimo can be added into the collection. We've also got some Battle Roar. We've got Battle Roar Shimo released, and I gotta catch up on Battle Roar Kong and Battle Roar Godzilla Evolved. Yikes, there's a lot of roaring going on. I kind of held off on Battle Roar Godzilla Evolved. I don't know why. I never had a Battle Roar evolving Godzilla, so that's good to see. And of course Shimo, and then I think Kong feels like the most similar to what we've seen before, with like a rubbery mouth that opens up and closes as he growls. And he's not even wearing his beast glove, and or I don't see a silver tooth in there, so he's kind of, you know, almost like we've seen before. These two though, these two feel pretty original. The scaling though, pardon the pun, is nice as they feel just a little bit larger than your basic release figures maybe. So well, since it's Shimo's day, let's check out Battle Roar Shimo. Try me for battle sounds on that big panel on her back. There's the collection available. Also Battle Roar Scar King out there. I'm not a big fan of Scar King, he's mean. So I went with just the basics as they're a little more fun to growl about. So Shimo, let's get you out. More ice cubes. Wow, impressive. I can't believe I've been passing up these battle roarers. Roaring Godzilla characters. Certainly a step up too, a step up in design. So let's hear a Shimo roar. Knocked out Suko with that one. That's looking good. Nice, strong, powerful button there, and opening. With opening, closing jaws. As for the rest of the articulation, a little more simplified with just moving hinges. But I like these hinged feet for some reason. These work better than the rotators. So you got either pivot feet or rotators depending on what Shimo you pick up. I like those though. Very close in structure and design as the others, just some extra little details. Just some differences there in the articulation, but wow, I like it. I like how loud it is. Quick scale comparison. So a little bit larger than your basic release Shimo, and a lot smaller than your giant sized Shimo. So we got 3 scales going. Oh, I gotta find my micro scale too. Where'd the micro scale go? Oh, there she is, having a conversation with Mysterious Blue. Okay, so let's get Micro Shimo into the lineup. There's Micro Shimo, along with Basic Release Shimo, along with Roarivore. And next to Giant Scale Shimo. So the collection is filling up. Will there be a Titan-sized Shimo at some point? That would be really awesome. And again, so bright, whatever plastic they are using, it is retina shattering, eye burning. So now let's walk in Battle Roar Godzilla Evolved. Not so loud compared to Shimo. Maybe the speaker is covered up. There's a Godzilla roar and the back there. This was before Shimo appeared. Alright. And Battle Roar Godzilla out of pack. This one kind of lunging a little bit forward in a way, or head up a little bit to give it that classic. That's the one. That's the one I'm looking for, the roar of classic. Or should I say roar of modern? You know, Godzilla roar. Good work with the transparent scales on this one. Again though, painted down at the back tail. At least they got his elbow spikes painted. Articulation about the same as the basics. Maybe not a hinge reach out with the arms. They're mostly just rotationable. Same thing with the legs and a big ball joint down there. Quick scale comparison with the basic release. Almost similar in scale, just maybe like an inch taller. You certainly get a little more with this one. I think maybe the roar, Battle Roar is the better. As of course you have some impressive sounds. And then of course there's a little micro scale Godzilla Evolved. And back up Shimo a little bit. And walking out Shimo, we can walk in our giant-sized Godzilla. Mine never had the painted elbows, by the way. What happened? And there is an evolving up scalage of Zilla, all the way up to the top giant sized, although there should be a Titan scale sometime later on in the year. So glad I got a chance to come on back to a Battle Roarzilla. It was worth it, especially seeing it in evolved form. And I think it's going to be even more rewarding to see Battle Roar Kong, as I just pulled out my first Battle Roar Kong, and he was looking pretty weird. It's amazing what a few short years will do. At the time I thought this one was pretty cool, with opening and closing mouth. But then you check out what we've got next here, and he's really quite improved. Much improvement there, even though pretty much the same stance and things going on, but something's going on, better paint, maybe just slightly more sculpted. So I think there's a certain improvement on this Battle Roar Kong. That's one of the reasons I was shying away from Battle Roars, and now I'm seeing they're actually pretty good. Let's get Kong out of pack. Kong always nice, as no tail to install. He's ready to go. For some reason, the Battle Roar Kong always positioned so, with one arm bent like he's having a cup of tea, and the other arm kind of bent out like he's ready to give a sucker punch. The legs just kind of open stance. A little bit limited in articulation with the Battle Roars. So in this situation, figure-wise, I'm almost happier with the basic release Kong, plus he has the Beast Glove. I just kind of like this one. There's more articulation in the arms to move about, legs especially. This guy's, he's kind of stuck a little bit in a pose. Although they did improve the Battle Roar feature there. Just feels better. Moves the mouth better. This one just looked clumsy, especially the brown. The paint just looked off. Doesn't even really look like Kong, does it? This one actually looks like Kong. So quick scale comparison with these guys. You got Battle Roar Kong, you got the basic release Kong. I seem to have misplaced my micro Kong, so Scar King will come in and sub, and then our giant sized Kong. Pretty good scale group there, and there should be a scale larger than this one later on in the summer. Looking forward to the Titan class. I think it's the Titan class. So there we go with another great installment of MonsterVerse Playmates Toys Godzilla X Kong figuring with the Battle Roar and a giant-sized Shimo, a much desired, awaited giant-sized Shimo. Good to see. So there you go. Keep an eye out for these. All of these still widely available this summer 2024. Ooh, and also stay tuned at Squirrel Stampede for this Hammond Collection Giganotosaurus. And there could be a Therathinothorax.
What?
And there could be a Therozinothorax back there too. So there you go, giant-sized Shimo. What a collection. Perfect to scare your cat with. You know, put her by the litter box or somewhere by the door, see if they freak out. Thank you for watching today. If you liked today's video, please give us a squike, squirrelibe, squammet, your favorite giant-sized or any sized Godzilla X Kong figure. Don't forget we have a Squirrel Stampede merch out, like t-shirts, water bottles, and a plush Shimo-sized Landry. Thank you again for watching. That's what I have to say about that.
High four!